Brown, white.
Any color is fine by me. Even if you have a yellow sugar, I'll take it.
Yo, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. So today we have Aku with us. She's a YouTuber. She's a very interesting person, and we vibe. That was the first time that we're meeting, and amazing conversation. We talk about our YouTube journey and what our parents thought about YouTube before we started, and when we told them we are going to start. Anyway, so it's an interesting conversation. Stick around. You will have fun. You are welcome. Also, the rest of the conversation is going to be on Aku's channel, but hers is a vlogging style. So please go check it out. After this, I'll link it down.
So, why YouTube?
Oh, have we started?
Well, we're going to start eventually, but it's a vlog, so you can do.
Initially, it was meant to be a vlog, but you know, the conversation got interesting, and we just went with it. So this is a sit-down video now.
Thank you.
Okay, why YouTube?
Look at what we're having, Joe. We're having coffee. I've converted you.
Yes.
So I brought you to
Q Cafe has converted me. I will not lie, guys. The owner is there, like, yeah. I wish you could see him. Okay, but why YouTube?
Why YouTube?
Because you get to broadcast yourself. Like, that's the YouTube slogan. Broadcast yourself, right? So
it is. I
yeah.
don't even know the slogan.
Can you imagine? You need to strike this babe, kick her off. But yeah, I wanted a platform that like I could really be me, and I fell in love with watching other people be themselves, like on YouTube. You know, like we were saying off camera, Instagram is very edited. Like other social media, they seem very edited, whereas YouTube is literally just like videos, so you can't really Photoshop it. It just has to be like what it is. And I feel like you can also see through if people have a facade on with time, because you keep watching videos of them, you'll be able to pick through patterns. So I just feel like it's the most genuine, honest, open platform where I could broadcast myself. Why YouTube for you?
I was trying to have my coffee.
Strike, like, get out of YouTube.
Trying to have my coffee. Anyway, so you know, I don't know if you all know this, because I don't actually talk about. I don't talk about this.
Yeah.
So I started. So it was way back when that was my first encounter with YouTube actually. So I was paralyzed when I was half paralyzed. Okay.
Wow.
So, yo.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, so I was half paralyzed, so there was literally nothing I could do but to be on the hospital bed. Right, so I would take my phone and be watching YouTube makeup tutorials, and that was how I fell in love with Jackie Aina.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, well, I thought that vloggers did not exist because I was only watching, you know, makeup tutorials. So I was like, okay, this is what I want to do. Should I ever get better, I want to do makeup on myself and see it. So yeah, when I got better, when I was able to, after a lot of, you know, therapy and physiotherapy, so I was like, okay, let me get. So I went to a makeup store and I bought all of this stuff for makeup, but it was so horrible. Like the makeup I did, I thought I'd nailed it. Like I thought that was it, and I'd never practiced makeup before. So that was where I was like, you know what? So I kept practicing. I was watching the likes of Dima Omer.
Yeah.
So I was watching them a lot. I finished that, so I was like, you know what? I want to do what Dima is doing.
Wow.
I want to meet Jackie Anna one day and say, you know, you were there for me.
Yeah, that's so
So
cool.
that was how I started YouTube.
How long ago was that?
Oh, I think I started YouTube in 2018. I got better in 2016. Yeah,
I would never have guessed that. Like, and the way you're even just talking about, like, yeah, I was paralyzed. Like,
no, it wasn't complete paralysis. It was
just one side, but still, like, that's a lot. Like, wow.
Okay, nice.
Oh, sorry. Thank you. Oh, do you need
so anyway.
Oh no, I get no. Thanks.
So anyway, I started YouTube in 2018, and I started doing makeup. But then I was like, okay, no, I don't want to continue doing makeup because you know, it's just really not who I am, and it's very stressful for me. And I feel as then I you know, as time goes on, I was looking at other YouTubers. I was like, okay, maybe I could do vlogging. Yeah. Maybe I could do that. It's a little bit better than, you know, always have to sit down and put makeup. I don't like makeup. Yeah. I really don't.
Yeah.
So I stopped makeup, but I got really good though. I was even doing makeup for brides.
Wow.
You know, right? I was like,
that means you, when you want to do something, you can just do it.
Because I put my all in.
Yeah.
And like God, it was such a huge brand for me to leave, because like I grew up, people were sending me PR of, you know, makeup.
Yeah,
a lot of, I still have
different packages and stuff,
of makeup.
Right?
I'm like, this is not what I want to do, honey. Yo, pipe it down.
Yeah.
So then I started. Then I didn't know what to do with YouTube. I was like, maybe I should just stop. Then I stopped doing that. Then I started doing some form of self-awareness, improvement talk. But then I was like, that is not who I am. Like I like that part of it. It's part of who I am, but there's a lot of who I am. So like a lot of facets to what makes me me. So I figured to continue to share that. Like that, if you watch my YouTube videos, you would see a lot of different versions of me. You would see the goofy version of me. You would see the let's talk about this serious version of me. You would see the hilarious side of me. I think I'm funny. And so I just merge all of it together. Oh, and I love interior decoration. So you also see that side of me, and I also love minimalism. So you see also that side of me. So there's a lot of things. I'm like, you know what?
So
I'm not going to pick
do you know
one
what
person.
you're saying? You're on YouTube to broadcast yourself, all the different sides of you.
What she said.
That's
what
exactly
she said.
what you're saying. Like, and that's amazing.
Said,
and I think that's like the best thing about YouTube, because you get to see like people that you can relate with, and you may not relate with everything about them, but I'm sure people can pick out stuff from your story that they can relate to, and pick out stuff from my story that they can relate to.
Exactly.
And even us too. Just the fact that we have the same type of personality that wants to share a story, I think that's even why we're relating with each other so well as well.
And the fact that we clicked, I don't know, the fact that we clicked like this, even though I was 40 minutes.
Yeah, she was mad late. And I'm usually the late one. I'm like, guys, is this camera? Is this camera?
When you said you were there, I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, like, no.
Why are we doing this on a Friday? God.
Well, that's really cool.
That's why I started.
Okay.
YouTube. So.
Okay.
But I think it was until 2020 that I found out that this is maybe the vlogging thing is just what I want to stick with.
Exact same thing for me. It was literally this year, like earlier on when COVID even started, and I got back. Exactly. So everything had its benefit, if you put it like that. Sure.
That's quite beneficial. So,
question is, what do you think is the hardest part about being on YouTube?
Editing. Yeah. I absolutely despise editing. I feel as though I'm not a big YouTuber or anything, but I feel as though I would want to get a video edited.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah,
because I can't get anything done. Like I feel as though my life is revolved around editing.
It's very time consuming.
And I can't. No.
It's true.
I can't. I have too many. Like the thing is, if it was just YouTube that you was focused on, but you can't do that because we're adults. We have other things to do with our lives. So, but if we were just focused on YouTube, I feel as though the editing might not seem as such a task.
Yeah.
But for right now, it is.
Yeah.
What about you?
For me, the biggest challenge is like knowing what to keep private. I've even shared this on my channel, like, cause
I saw that in there.
Yeah, like there's a dilemma, like you don't know how much to share, because in as much as you're sharing your life is intertwined with other people's lives. So it's like you don't know where to draw the line, and I feel like that's something I've been battling with. Like I don't want to overshare, at the same time I don't want to keep stuff from my subscribers. So it's just like that's the dilemma for me.
Where is the line? Because the line is so blurry.
Exactly, finding how to balance it is the difficulty.
Okay. So if somebody was to start YouTube in 2020, how would you ask them to start? Like how would they even start? Like, because a lot of people say, okay, there are a lot of YouTubers, and it's too late to start YouTube right now. What would you say? What would you say to somebody like that?
I would say, remember the slogan, broadcast yourself. Honestly,
are they paying you to say this?
They are not paying me, but I've started doing if I would call it corporate communications. So you need to know that everything that you say or everything that you put out when you're communicating with like your customers or whatever is very key. So I know that YouTube was intentional when they put that slogan, broadcast yourself. That is essentially telling you what you need to know about them, because every company has a slogan, and that's what your company slogan is supposed to do. Insects.
I think it was key.
Sorry, I don't think I had my coffee, thank God. But so the point is that broadcast yourself. Don't come on YouTube and think that you're trying to be anybody else, or you want to like, because you would have fallen in love with YouTube because of somebody. For me it's Judy's life. For you is Jackie. I know, you know, we all have somebody that we were watching, that we were inspired by. So if you're deciding to now join the platform, okay, and Dima, don't come and join the platform trying to be like the person that you saw that inspired you. Be yourself, broadcast yourself, put out the things that are actually true to you, and that's how you will now find your like audience, like the people that genuinely connect with you and want to support you. Sorry, I want to support you. So yeah, that's my advice. Obviously, being technical, you have to learn how to edit, you have to learn like lighting, filming, things like that. But really, actually,
is really not that important.
Exactly, that's not the important stuff, because you can be putting out like webcam videos of literally yourself just saying, hey, this is what I ate today. If you do that every day, like, oh yeah, exactly.
Her contents are just like nothing.
Yeah, that's exactly. So it's like, just be yourself. But she's being herself, and she has maintained that.
And style. She know that she's not trying to copy anybody. She's just doing who she, because she has a lot of you know, YouTuber friends or whatever, but she's never trying to do anything like them. Because the thing is, you can only bring your own personality to it. Because if you are trying to copy somebody else, everybody is going to see that, number one, and you cannot be the best version of themselves. You can only be the best version of yourself. Do you understand? So you just do you. And somebody is going to like it, because I mean, however you are, you find there are people out there like you, basically your community, your tribe. So you know, I don't know, you just click with them.
Exactly. Exactly.
I'm so good at this.
Exactly.
Funny thing. I should start my own comedy club.
You really should.
Right.
You really should. And be hosting it at Cube Cafe.
Nancy will say like this or anything.
Yeah.
Bring it. So what would you have another question?
Okay. Question about YouTube.
But how has the YouTube journey been for you? Like, you know, because you know, like when I started, right?
Please. Okay.
Like when I started, I was like, okay, if I could just impact one person, that would be it for me, even if it's one view that I get from. But sis, it's easier said than done.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it is so much easier.
That was my mood though for the like most part of my journey. It's even this year I now started realizing that, please forget all this. So if I impact one person, like, you actually need to think of this thing as a business and make money, like so now I'm strategic about it. Forget that impacting one person, that's the beginning juice. But you invest so much, especially as a Nigerian YouTuber. I know how much I spend on data. If you even want to charge your laptop, go see what's talking about issue of light, you will still have to pay for all those things. Every single thing we do, we pay for it. Like, to be able to create content, us being here and now, it's not like you know, America, where maybe you can go, or you will even reach out to the company on Instagram and tell them, oh, I'm coming, can you guys like give me free? We're gonna have to pay for this coffee and food that we eat. We do, like, we actually invest in this thing. So, you know, the YouTube journey, I feel like my eye has to start shining, you know, in as much as you want to broadcast yourself, you want to impact people. If you want to get the most out of this platform, you need to actually treat it like a job and
like a business,
like a business. Exactly.
Because I think when I started to do that, that was when I began to see results. Which was this year, and I've been on YouTube for how many years? Since 2018, and I'm just now seeing during this pandemic, because I was quite intentional about it. I want to do this, I want to do that, and I post consistently.
Exactly.
Even if I'm not, like, the thing is, even if you're not, this is like, it's, think about it. This guy, I don't know if you follow him, because I follow a lot of other creators. Ali Abal. Yeah, so he was talking about productivity and, you know, how to not procrastinate. He's saying, just, you know, he's a doctor. He was like, if I go to the hospital, I'm not going to say that, oh, I'm too bored, or I'm not feeling to this, I won't put a cannula in a patient. I must do that. So you have to treat content creation like that. It's your job.
Exactly.
Irrespective, you cannot procrastinate it. If you set a time for, I have to do this by 2 o'clock, you must come through. And if you don't, you have to like have a good excuse for not doing that.
Exactly.
Because like your owner, it's a job. It actually is a real job. So treating it as one really helps. The intentionality really helps. Because right now, yes, I want to impact people, but you know, I also want to see the results. Want to see the results
of that impact.
Could you believe I only got monetized this year?
Wow.
I only got monetized this year during this pandemic. Imagine all of the work that I've been putting. Then I haven't been doing a lot of it because it wasn't intentional work. I just got monetized right now.
Wow. Congrats on that. Anyways,
So you just have to be intentional.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so my own question, because when you were even talking about the YouTube journey, the first thing that came to me was the fact that my YouTube journey has been affected by my parents. because I first started YouTube when I got to uni, so that was first year of uni. But then when my mom like saw my videos and heard that, you know, my channel was going, she was like, you better close that thing down. So I had to.
Oh my god, you faced that too?
Yeah, so I had to go.
Oh my
so
god.
we're not alone, basically. Is it a Nigerian content creator problem?
It is a Nigerian content creator.
So I was gonna ask, how has that been for you?
So for me was when I came out and told my mom that I want to start YouTube, and she was like, Subhanallah.
No, this one.
Oh god.
Oh
why?
god.
That's the literal translation of it. Oh god, why?
Yeah.
So but you know, I this is how I am. I'm very adamant when I want to see something, and unless of course you tell me that there's an actual danger to my life to not doing this, and this is what I want to do with my life. So I sat down and explained to her that this is what I want, and I didn't have a camera then, so I was having my friend come to the house, help me edit, help me film, and then we didn't know how to edit jack. So getting somebody to edit for us. So I told her this, and then after the first video, and people were sharing it and everything. The first video, not even anything. I didn't done anything.
Yeah.
She said she doesn't like this whole YouTube thing.
Yeah.
She thinks as though with the way I'm very persistent with it, I'm going to get good at it, and then my face is going to be basically everywhere. And she doesn't like that. The attention that it brings. She doesn't like the whole no. She just doesn't like it. And I was like, well. I just said okay.
No, but that's the attitude you need. That's the attitude
I continued.
Yeah.
The reason I continued wasn't to defy her anyway or to disrespect her. No, it was because I felt as though she did not understand why I was doing it.
Yeah.
Or the reason behind
how
it.
Passionate you were about
and
it.
how this is actually a real job and how I'm going to be getting paid from it. Should I put in the work that I need to put in? So as she said, I continued doing it. So my dad, that was before he retired. He wasn't in Sokoto with us, so. I waited for him to come back. She waited for him to come back actually. So we were all sat together. She then brought it up. She was like, oh, and that YouTube thing, maybe still hasn't shut it down. Talk to her about it. So I was like, and then he finished. He was like, oh, your mom said you shut it down, so you should just shut it down and blah blah blah. So I was like, you know, the thing is, I don't understand why I should, because that's the person I am. If you give me a good reason, I promise you I will shut it down. But this is something I'm doing. I'm not naked. Yeah. I'm not trying to do anything. The way I am, literally covered. I'm not even doing it. I'm not moving my hair or doing anything that I shouldn't do. Yeah. Anything that I wouldn't do, I will not do it on camera. Because why should I do that? So I'm saying, what is the reason? Why shouldn't I do it? This is something that I love to do. And then nobody could tell me. They just kept quiet. They couldn't give me a reason to do it. So yeah, just continued.
Wow, that's good. So
yeah, and then I continued from there, but now they've come to like it. Yeah, because they would like, especially when YouTube thing, because I think that's the thing with Nigerian parents. They just want to know that you are going to be safe. Because I wasn't trying to do a 9 to 5. I even quit a 9 to 5 that I started. Yeah. So she wasn't really excited about that part. Yeah, she wanted, because this is what they are used to. So they need to know that you are secure. They need to know that whatever it is that you are going to be doing, you are going to actually be good at it, and it's going to yield some results. Exactly. But just because it's an uncharted territory, so I wasn't even really faulting them for not understanding. I was just trying to see if they will. Yeah. And because so this year, when I got monetized, YouTube sent me this package or whatever. They invited me to this virtual dinner thing. Oh, nice. Yeah. With the likes of the mom. Oh God, I was so excited. Wow. I nearly cried. Anyway, so they saw that YouTube sent me all of this package, food and stuff, and they were calling me. I was like, oh, okay. Wow, the logo and everything. Oh, sis, go get it. So I think that was, but at first it wasn't this simple, because this is a few years later. So at first I was really heartbroken. I was like, why couldn't you just understand? And I couldn't understand why they couldn't understand until much later. I was like, my parents supposed to. Yeah,
do you know something? Like, I feel like even it's just COVID. Thank you. It's just COVID that's even kind of proved to our parents the importance of digital communication. They wouldn't even have understood YouTube before, whereas now I noticed that my nephew was learning, like he was still in school basically because of YouTube. Like he was attending this YouTube class. Miss Monica is her name. She does like weekly videos teaching kids this thing. So I'm like, see, even YouTube is now showing how useful it can be during this pandemic, because people are still relying on it to kind of get life to seem normal to them. You get, so I think the world is even just recognizing that digital communication is so important. Like, it is literally an essential, and like COVID showed that to us. So a lot more parents are going to be more understanding, I feel, when if their child tells them, oh, I want to do digital creation. Digital creation is content creation, like it's the same thing. Like corporate communications, like even now what I'm doing, I'm consulting for a gas company, but the guy saw me on Instagram because of my makeup videos. So it's like I'm transferring the skills I used to use from doing makeup videos into doing gas videos, and it's just like based on Instagram. So there's money in it, and like people are actually recognizing that this skill is rare. Like, he reached out to me because he saw me on Instagram. He knows nobody else that can do that kind of thing for him. And even the previous work that he was sending me, like, oh, his former content creator or whatever was making for him, I know I can do better than that. And how did I learn how to do all of things? Just because I'm editing my picture for Instagram, or I'm editing my video for YouTube. So these are skills that you can transfer to any like field, basically. And you know, there's also money in it. So in as much as parents don't understand, try and like encourage them to see like this perspective about it, and then there's no way that they won't support you. Like, see, both of us now, we faced like resistance at first, but now we have our parents' blessing. Even myself, is this year that my mom officially told me like, oh, this thing, I'm seeing the value. Just make sure that if you're doing it the best that you can do. My mom is not going to accept substandard quality from me. Like, she already insulted me about some videos that, can you not edit that part? Like, so that's the your parents just want the best from you. So if you show them that you know what you're doing,
do better, sis.
Exactly. Exactly. And there's no way that they won't support you.
I honestly feel as though, and the thing is with YouTube, I feel as though in Nigeria there hasn't been a lot of, it's just new here. Like, things are new here, like with digital marketing being a full-time job for some people. I think it's all new, so people are really scared about it. So but don't let that fear, you know, rule over your life. I think that's just basically it. So what did she say the first time about YouTube? What did she say?
She said that I should focus on like my law degree, because my YouTube channel was focused on makeup and hair, so I was entering into like a different kind of personality than my, should I call it my academics, because I had just entered uni to study law, and you know, my dad is a lawyer, so it's expected that I'm gonna do well, Sha. I can't just enter law and just do rubbish, because I have to keep up the family name, like, basically. So
for Nigerians and their obsession with family name,
honestly, if you do trash, and you know, at the point when I was even moving back from for law school, my dad was like the chairman of the Council of Legal Education, so he would have been the first person to see my results. So if I mess up, there is no chance of that. So basically, she told me to just chill and focus on my law degree. So I decided to do that because myself, I knew that there was all of this pressure. She wasn't even just pressuring me for her, she was also pressuring me for me, because I wanted to just do that part, get that side, my official life out, so that last if all else fails, I can go back to that. But then once I did that and told them that I'm going back to YouTube, nobody had anything to say to me again, because you can't tell me finish law school or finish uni or finish this, because I finished everything. So yeah, that's how I played that one.
See, Nigerian parents, whew. Bless them. Just bless them. I'm actually looking, because I see the things that our new generation is doing, because I have a lot of friends that are, you know, have babies and everything. I see how they are training their kids. Like my friend was telling me yesterday, she prayed for her daughter, because her daughter she's 8 months old, but if she doesn't want something, she'll tell you. She'll like literally try to you do the things that she wants to be, you know, doing this. She
already knows how to.
She's like, this is what she wants. She doesn't want you know, a child that would just be pushed around. Or she wants the child to tell her what she wants and why she wants it. And I'm like, we are going to do a lot better this generation. I feel like we are going to do a lot better.
I really hope so. The cheetah generation.
So is that it?
Yeah, that's it basically.
Right. Please go and check.
This baby's still playing with my hair. I just caught you on camera. I myself, I'm not used to it. See this?
Yeah, but I serve people.
Hi guys. Bye. With my hair. See that? Bye.
Please go and check out Aku's channel.
Yes, please.
I'll tag it. Everything will be in the description box, and she's amazing. Please go and check it out.
Thank you.